Hello students and friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the summer air conditioning. Summer air conditionings we have two types, hot and wet weather, hot and dry weather. What is meaning of this? Hot and wet weather will be in the south region. Hot and dry weather will be in the north region. What is the difference between these two? Hot and wet weather means temperature will be very high. Both cases temperature will be very high. But humidity will be in the south region, that is called wet weather, approximately 80 to 90%. How you will distinguish this? If temperature will be high, both places you will feel. But humidity means moisture. If south region moisture means always you will feel the sweating, and always you will see this body and all, you will see the always water particles in there of your body. But if the same conditions, June, July, if you go the north, temperature will be very high, but moisture will be almost 20%. That means that it's dry. So how you will feel dry? Always you will see open place, open parts, your palm, your lips and all, you will get the crack. Why? Because atmosphere moisture is not there. So they will absorb the moisture from the body, or any live things they will take the body. Even somewhere if you go, you will see the soil, somewhere you will feel the crack. Why this will feel the crack? Because atmosphere moisture is not there. Then they will take moisture from the earth surface. So that is the difference between there. And what is the negative point for the north side? If you will go, the sun stroke chance will be there, because moisture is not their atmosphere. They will take the moisture from their body. So they will always absorb moisture from your body. Suppose water content, or you are hungry, you are not taken proper food, water, so you will get the sun stroke due to the climate condition. So how the AC designed, that we will study today. So just now, what is meaning of what is the air conditioning differences here? Air condition is a process which is used to maintain the moisture and temperature and air purity. And air purity inside the conditions room, like office, bus, or if you go the industry and all this, they are controlling the humidity, moisture and air purity. That only we will study here. So this is the schematic diagram format I drawed. This will be either summer air conditioning, hot and wet weather, hot and dry weather, and winter air conditioning. This same format will use. What is this here? Air filter, fan, conditions space, recirculating air, atmosphere, makeup air. This will be the same for everywhere. Once I will design this psychrometric design, then I will complete this schematic diagram. So okay, so first we will write the types of summer air conditions. So first conditions will be hot and wet weather. Hot and wet weather. What is the climatic conditions in the hot weather? Temperature approximately you will see, approximately you can write 40 degrees Celsius. And relative humidity, that is called humidity, will be approximately 85%, approximately 90 also, 85 to 90%. This is the first conditions, hot and wet weather. This is the first condition. Second conditions, what is? Hot and dry weather. Hot and dry weather. Here temperature conditions, what will be there? I told temperature approximately we are keeping 40 degree, but RH, that relative humidity, will be 20%. Relative humidity will be 20%. So that climate you will feel full dry. So okay, now how we will show in the psychrometric design, and then we'll see how the air conditions designed they already did. So first we will draw the psychrometric chart here. With the psychrometric chart only we will design the air conditioning system, summer air conditioning both ways. So already psychrometric charts before video also I given to you. So we'll understand with the help of the psychrometric chart only. So this is that dry bulb temperature. Here temperatures will be in dry conditions. What is the temperature range? Approximately minus 5 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. And this is the humidity line. This is the humidity. Moisture will be here 0 gram per gram of dry air. Here 30. Okay, this moisture increasing from, if you go from bottom to top, moisture increasing. This is the temperature. Temperature dry bulb line will be vertical line. These are the equally spaced line. This is called dry bulb temperature line. This is called saturation line. This is called saturation line. saturation line. Here relative humidity will be 100%. Okay, relative humidity, that means moisture will be 100% in this line. So now psychrometric chart, we are not going to study details. Already previous video I explained this. So now how to design, that only we will explain with the help of the psychrometric chart. So now see what is the first condition. Before this we know what is the comfort conditions for the human being. What is the comfort conditions for the human being? 25 degrees Celsius and 50% RH. That is called comfort. Comfort conditions for the human being. This is called comfort conditions for the human being. 25 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature and 50% relative humidity. This is a comfort condition. Comfort condition for the human being. Human comfort conditions. You can say this is called human comfort conditions. Where will be? Somewhere we'll draw here. Approximately. This is called 50% RH. This is 25 degrees Celsius. This is called 25 degrees Celsius. 25 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature. This is called humid comfort. Any psychrometric chart if you will see, in the middle this one circle will be there. That circle meaning is human comfort condition. In these conditions, human being will feel the comfort. Without fan, without AC, they can feel the comfort. Now how to design? So we have the psychrometric process. With the psychrometric process only we will design. So first we will know where is the first conditions. 40 degree temperature. Suppose let's assume this is called 40 degrees Celsius. Now go the vertical line. Vertical line. Where is this 100% line? 90%. You draw the 85% line. This is called RH 85%. Okay, 85% RH. This is conditions 1. So now you see, in June, July or summer, our comfort conditions will be this. This temperatures human body likes. And first conditions were in that time here. We are here. So that means this temperature 40 degrees Celsius. Temperature will be 40 degrees Celsius approximately. This is not, you can say 38, 42, 43, anything. Relative humidity also approximately 45 to 90%. First conditions here. How to reach here? So we have the psychrometric process. Already we discussed previous video. What is the psychrometric process? You listen here one more time. 8 psychrometric process we given. This is called sensible heating process. Temperature increases. Then this point is sensible cooling process. This is humidification process. This process is known as dehumidification process. Now heating and humidification. This is the process. Heating and dehumidification. Now cooling and humidification. Now heating and dehumidification and cooling and dehumidification. These are the process. These are the psychrometric process. Based on this process only we will design the air conditioning system, summer air conditioning system, hot and wet weather. So now see, first condition is here. So how we will reach in this point? By using the psychrometric chart, psychrometric process, sorry. So see this process. Cooling and dehumidification process if we will use, we can reach this process. But using the single process, single psychrometric process, effect will be negligible. So that's why they not designed this process. Already this design, already the existing design is there. So what process they adopted, that only we are going to study. So they utilize here 3 process. First cooling process they adopted. So what is the cooling process? You see here. What is the cooling process? You see here. First process is sensible cooling process. So we'll draw this line. 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So what is 1 to 2 process? 1 to 2 process, what is? Cooling process. Or you can write sensible cooling process. What is happening in this process? During the sensible cooling process, temperature will reduce approximately something, you write 35 or 32 like this, right? Approx temperature reduces. And but humidity, what is this humidity? Humidity will be still 100%. Humidity will be still 100%, which is our not comfort condition. Then again, what is second process? Second process will take 2 to 2 dash or some number you give. Come during this process, here 2 to 2 dash. What is 2 to 2 dash? cooling and dehumidification. Cooling and dehumidification. Cooling and dehumidification, because temperature reduces and moisture also reduces. If you come down, moisture also reduces. This is the moisture line 0 to 30. Once you are coming down, moisture reduces, and coming right to left, temperature reduces. That's a cooling and dehumidification process. During this process, what is happening? Temperature reduces approximately, you can say 6 to 7 degree, which is below the comfort condition temperature. But humidity will be still 100%. Humidity still will be 100%. So this is also not our comfort condition. Now, if we will draw third process, what is the third process? Heating process. What is the third process? Sensible heating process. So I'll write here third process 2-2-3 is sensible heating process. So using this process, summer air conditioning is designed. 1 to 2, sensible cooling process. During this process, temperature reduces, relative humidity is still 100%. During the cooling and dehumidification process, 2 to 2-, temperature reduces, but humidity will be still 100%. Now third process will be 2-3. So what they did? Heating means moisture reduces and temperature improves. We got the conditions space 25 degree. Now how to design in this schematic diagram? How to design? You see here. This already format I told you there. 3 coil we have to design here. First coil is sensible cooling process. So first coil I draw the sensible cooling process. Second is humidifier. Cooling and humidifier. Second process is cooling and humidifier. Third process is heating coil. You see here, this is the cooling coil. That only difference will be there each and every diagram. This before what we draw, that will be same for all the air conditioning, either wet weather, hot weather, or winter air conditioning. Now what is the changes here? You see 3 coil. So this coil is known as cooling coil. This coil is known as cooling coil. Write the different pen. This is known as cooling coil. Here, this is called sump. What will happen in the sump? Water particles will accumulate. Now this is called heating coil. This is called heating coil. So now you see here 1 to 2. This is 1 to 2 process. What is this one? 1 to 2 process. This is called 2 to 2- process. This is 2-3 process. So this is the difference. With the help of the psychrometric diagram, we complete the schematic diagram. So now see here, recirculated air mixed with the atmospheric or makeup air, it passes through the air filter. Air filter function is they will absorb the dust particle from the air and it will passes through the cooling coil. Now they will reduce the temperature, but humidity will be 100%. Again, third will be the humidifier. This you can write dehumidifier. Okay, dehumidifier, what will happen? Moisture will be still 100%, but temperature reduces. Due to that, condensations will take place. Due to this, what will happen? Some water particles will form. That water particles in the sump, below this sump, they will accumulate slowly. Now this humid air, it will passes through the heating coil and will get the conditions air. Through the fan, it will go to the conditions space. Okay, so this is the psychrometric design. Then how process will explain here. What is the things contents here? You see here. First, how you will write this. From the atmospheric air or makeup air enters into the system due to the damper. So damper function is they will provide the air, how much air required in the system. So this is like behaves like one-way valve. So how much air required in this system, that much air will go. That's why known as makeup air also. It will passes through the air filter. Air filter, they will absorb the dust particle from the air. It will passes through the cooling coil. What will happen? Temperature will reduce, humidity will be 100%. Then again it passes through the dehumidifier. Dehumidifier function is they will reduce the temperature below this our comfort conditions, and humidity will be still 100%. Due to the condensation, some water particles will store in the sump. Then that air will passes through the heating coil. Heating coil, they will absorb the moisture of the air and they will improve the temperature. So this will get the conditions air. Conditions air with the help of the fan will supply to the conditions space like office, room, whatever. Now conditions space, some due to the ventilations, due to some appliances inside the room, they will absorb some conditions air. Remaining air is known as recirculated air. For example, suppose 15 kg air your conditions air supplying to the room. All the 15 kg air will not come for come outlet, because some air will absorb by the appliances, some air will go through the ventilation. Okay, so that is called recirculation air. Remaining air is known as recirculating air. So recirculating air mixed with the atmospheric air. That's why I told the makeup air here, because how much air came, again 15 kg air required. No, that for example. So that how much, suppose here 9 kg air is there, then another 6 kg air will go. That is called makeup air. So again this is the process, and this way this summer air conditioning functioning hot and wet weather. Now if you will see the hot and dry weather, just I will explain the psychrometric chart again. Hot and dry weather, listen here. Hot and dry weather. Hot and dry weather na, this is same diagrams will be there. First conditions will be 40 degree approximately I taken na, 40 degree, and relative humidity will be 20%. Relative humidity will be 20%. Now see the first conditions here. Hot and wet weather, first condition is here. That is called south zone. This is north zone. That means humidity will be very, very less. That means dry condition. See the first conditions here. Now what a psychrometric process they adopted. So 1 to 2 process, you see here. Adiabatic humidifier. That means this is called this one. Cooling and humidification. 1 to 2 process, cooling and humidification. Cooling and humidification, also known as adiabatic humidifier. So 1 to 2 process is cooling and dehumidification. So what is happening here? Temperature will reduce and some moisture also will improve, but which is not our comfort. Again, temperature is high only, 14 or 35 suppose is coming approximately. Now what we need, again cooling required, because we have to suppose here is coming moisture is coming like cooling, no, suppose 70% moisture gone approximately, I am telling. Now what we have to do, we have to cool this. Temperature reduces. What is this one? 25 degrees Celsius, and this is 50%. So this you can say 30% humidity. If you are going to cooling and humidification, temperature reduces but humidity will be just improved 30% approximately, you say. Now once you give the heating process 2 to 3, 1 to 2 process, 2 to 3 process, what is? Cooling process. Cooling process. That is called sensible cooling process. So during this process, temperatures will reduce approximately 25 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 50%. This is the design for hot and dry condition. So this design is not existing. Air AC design is always will be this design. This design is not effective. That's why this design is not there. So only two process is there for the hot and dry weather. If they are asking questions, explain the summer air conditioning, you have to draw both. Then in this schematic diagram, again you take one more schematic diagram. In place of cooling coil, you write what is cooling and humidification, and next will be the cooling coil. 2 coil, only these 3 you have to shift, change, other things will be same. So this way you can answer the both conditions. Okay, so that's why air conditions, what they are doing, humidity and temperature and air purity they are maintaining. That process is known as air conditioning systems. Okay, students. So just look this, go through the full video and give the feedback. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you subscribe the channel, then only you will get the notification for the new video. Okay, okay students, thank you.